she finished and was about to return to her bed, a sound froze her in place. It was soft at first, wah, wah. A baby crying. Adora's skin prickled. Who would leave a baby outside at this hour? She hesitated, then followed the sound. It led her past the bathrooms, past the water tank, and toward the small bush behind the dormitory. There, under the dim light of the moon, lay a cradle, rocking gently on its own. Inside was a beautiful baby, tears glistening on its chubby cheeks. Adora's heart melted. She leaned forward and whispered, "Oh, sorry little one." But the moment she lifted the baby, everything changed. Welcome to My African Folktale Diaries. Before we begin today's story, remember to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next chilling African tale. The Bush Baby of Agbagiri Secondary School. They say some cries are not meant to be answered, especially when they come from the bush at night. Long ago, in a quiet town stood Agbagiri Secondary School, a boarding school for only girls. It was the pride of the community. Tall palm trees swayed at its gate, and laughter filled its classrooms by day. But when the sun went down, shadows whispered, and the wind carried stories no one dared to repeat. The girls stayed in two dormitories, Excellence Dormitory and Perpetual Dormitory. And it was inside Excellence Dormitory that the nightmare began. One moonless night, around 2 a.m., Adora, a bright JSS 3 student, woke up to ease herself. The toilets were outside, past the long corridor that smelled faintly of soap and sleep. She rubbed her eyes, tied her wrapper, and stepped into the chilly night. As she finished and was about to return to her bed, a sound froze her in place. It was soft at first, wah, wah. A baby crying. Adora's skin prickled. Who would leave a baby outside at this hour? She hesitated, then followed the sound. It led her past the bathrooms, past the water tank, and toward the small bush behind the dormitory. There, under the dim light of the moon, lay a cradle, rocking gently on its own. Inside was a beautiful baby, tears glistening on its chubby cheeks. Adora's heart melted. She leaned forward and whispered, "Oh, sorry little one." But the moment she lifted the baby, everything changed. The child's face twisted, its eyes turned red, and its tiny mouth stretched into a monstrous grin. Before Adora could scream, the creature gripped her neck with long, cold fingers, and in the blink of an eye, they both vanished into the darkness. Morning came, and Adora's bed was empty. The teachers searched everywhere, the classrooms, the toilets, the nearby bush, but she was gone. Then, a week later, another girl disappeared. Then another. Soon, 5 girls were missing. The police came with their dogs and torches, but found nothing. Fear swallowed the school. Students whispered about the bush baby, a spirit that cried like a child to lure victims away. Mothers came to the gate weeping, begging to take their daughters home. To calm everyone, a kind-hearted teacher named Ms. Lucy offered to sleep in the dormitory. She was loved by all, gentle, patient, and beautiful. Her presence comforted the girls. For a while, the dorm was peaceful. Then one night, Ms. Lucy herself disappeared. The news spread like wildfire. Everyone said, "Ah, the bush baby has taken even Ma Lucy." The principal called priests, imams, prophets, anyone who could pray. But still, fear ruled the night. Until one fateful night. Chica, the pastor's daughter, woke up to use the restroom. She tried to wake the night teacher to follow her, but the woman was too sleepy. So Chica went alone, whispering prayers under her breath. On her way back, it happened again, the cry. Soft at first. Then louder. Wah, wah. She stopped. The sound came from the bush. There, again, was a cradle. Rocking. Inside it, a baby, weeping. But Chica was not Adora. She tightened her wrapper and said firmly, "Whatever you are, you will not deceive me." The baby raised its head, and instantly, its face twisted into a monster, dark and terrible. It lunged toward her, claws wide. But Chica shouted, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," and began to pray in tongues. A powerful wind swept through the dorm. The creature screamed, a sound like thunder and sorrow, and fell to the ground. Its body began to change, melting, twisting, until what lay before them was Miss Lucy. The commotion woke the whole dormitory. Students and teachers gathered, gasping as they saw their beloved teacher lying weak, her youthful beauty gone. Wrinkles covered her face, her hair was gray like ashes. In a trembling voice, Miss Lucy confessed. She had made a dark pact years ago, one that required her to sacrifice young girls to stay forever young. Each time, she disguised herself as the crying bush baby to lure her victims. Now her secret was out. She was arrested, but before she could face judgment, Miss Lucy escaped. And to this day, they say the bush baby still wanders from school to school, crying in the night, seeking students whose spirits are weak. So, if you ever hear a baby crying in the dark, don't answer. Because at Agbagiri Secondary School, everyone learned. Not every cry comes from a child. Moral of the story: curiosity can be dangerous. And beauty bought with evil never lasts forever. And that, my friends, is the story of the bush baby of Agbagiri Secondary School. If you enjoyed it, share it with someone who loves a good scary story, and don't forget to subscribe for more African folktales.